It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brendan Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His fifth year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield.
And if there's a quarterback in the NFL who didn't need any extra motivation, it was certainly Baker Mayfield, because this young man already has a permanent chip on his shoulder to prove the doubters wrong. Being replaced and then traded from Cleveland, the team who took him #1 overall, it only added considerable fuel to his fire. Now in Carolina, his entire focus is proving that he can be an elite QB and silencing all the noise.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass straight in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can go with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Tremble earned Carolina's starting job as a rookie, but only 35 targets as Carolina struggled in the passing game. Both sides are hoping those numbers and the offense as a whole can improve in 2022. Remember, Tommy Tremble spent his time at Notre Dame as a fullback and tight end, really starting to grow into the position.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and try to get it outside. The defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan's incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Following the interception, Winston over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the stick moving.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Oh, 2nd and 9. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
With that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
That's a a great example of all skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
To throw, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for running back, and he uses that size, that strength, bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Again, it's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. And certainly Pearson trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. Winston. He gets it to Thomas. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 30 on second down, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, Winston. Olave over the middle. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go make the tackle right away.
Now Winston on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Panthers will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down start to drive, 12 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football, understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Saints first down.
play fake. Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd down and 4. Here's Winston. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Saints.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy midfield. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on 1st down. Now they stop it for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
Got an open man. It's Alade. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Let's do this, man.
Jameis to throw it. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. So even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Mayfield. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and 2. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
And he picked up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
But times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
On first down, this is McCaffrey to about the 35, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Mayfield down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the ball on the 30. Here's second and 4. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield with it once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw, Mayfield. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we had to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BJ, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come?
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They start the second half with Kamara, and he stopped right at 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes you try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
Mayfield on first down. Buying time to... Now Mayfield lost the football. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAD. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A nice tight little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of coach's address?
And so many drills focus on it.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when a big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for Panther first down.
That was good tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mayfield. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Marcus Davenport, a former first-round pick in 2018, is really starting to come on for the New Orleans Saints. In 2021, in only 11 games, 9 sacks after posting 12 combined in his first 3 NFL seasons.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Hardy set to return.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And meanwhile, Winston throw complete there to Thomas. On the move past the 40.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has it all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
When And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out field goal range. Now Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many ways throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right to about the 33-yard line.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have these big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Johnny Hager now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
Room here to run.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Winston now from the 50. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
And even 40 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. Nice job defensively to hold to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Ben, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Jameis to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run.
And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes, if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of the situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he finds some space past the 25 to 27. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield, he gets it to Thomas. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefit of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will stay put at 17.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10
at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Let's work the road.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara
knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
117 yards rushing now for Kamara, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's a guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop or anything bigger.
At the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry from 8 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because He certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this was pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Panthers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a draw play. McCaffrey.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made about the 43-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Mayfield gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And do that in a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed picking up the first. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the second. It brings up second.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a Saints hands team able to ring this one in. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go, y'all.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a...
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.